Welcome to an intermediate workout for the Bowflex. My name is Eric, and in today's video, we're going to be working out on a flat bench style Bowflex. I have a PR1000, but you can do this routine on a Blaze or a Bowflex Ultimate or really any flat bench Bowflex with this top set of pulleys. Now, in today's video, we're going to be doing 8 different exercises through this set of pulleys, and it's going to be 25 sets in total, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And we're going to be doing this in a circuit style routine where we're going to run through all 8 exercises, take a minute break, run through them again, take a minute, and then we're going to run through it one last time. So if you want to see more videos like this, intermediate or flat bench style, please don't forget to give this video a like. That tells me this is the type of stuff people want to be seeing on the channel. And if you're enjoying working out with me, please comment below. Tell me your story. Did you have a Bowflex just sitting around the house, or did you buy a new one? Is resistance training new to you? What is working for you? What's not? Are you feeling more fit? Positive and negative comments, just post them below. I appreciate all of it. I take it all to heart. And some of those positive comments I've received have really kept me motivated to keep producing more content. So anyways, enough about that. Let's get our body ready with a warm up, and then we're getting our Bowflex ready by racking up the weights. Then we're gonna get into our routine, and I'll see you right back for that warm up right now. All right, first we're gonna loosen up our neck, and we're gonna do an exaggerated yes. We're gonna do 3 of these, and we're gonna do an exaggerated no, side to side. Then we're gonna do 3 full spins here. And then we're gonna do that one more time, exaggerated yeses. Then side to side with our nose. And then 3 full spins. All right, and then we can go into a little jog in place, or you can do some high knees. Either of these work. We're just trying to get our blood flowing and our body warm so we can get a nice stretch on. And then getting that stretch on will help us get the most out of our routine here today. So if you're coming over from intermediate workout number 1, you might be wondering why the intervals are different. Last one were 30-25, these are 30-30. So we got a little bit shorter of intervals here, and that's because we're doing additional 5 sets of work, and some of the lifts are a little bit different, maybe a bit more challenging. So that's what's going on with the change in interval pacing. And welcome back. If you've done other routines with me, thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. Almost to the end of our high knees here. And we're going to do some torso twist after this. So we're going to stretch our arms out wide and then just spin side to side here. Loosen up our spine and our back. This one just feels so good. All right, so next we're gonna do some arm circles, but this time we're gonna keep our arms in kind of a W motion, and then we're just gonna spin them just like this. So kind of keep your arms kind of in a little bit closer to your body. Got another 10 seconds of these. Just loosen up that chest, loosen up our back and shoulders. All right, so we're gonna do some arm swings here into an arm pull. So for a pull, then you just pull your arm across your body just like this. We're trying to loosen up our tricep, loosen up our shoulders here. And now let's swing into pull on the other side. And then we're gonna do it one more on each arm here. I kind of enjoy walking in place still, you'll notice, while I'm doing these. Again, just warming up our body, getting loose. All right, so next we're gonna do some finger pulls. So for this, you're gonna reach your arm out straight in front of you and then grab your fingers and just pull back. And then you can kind of rotate your arm wherever you want, or you can just keep it straight out in front of you. And we're gonna switch sides. Let's do some more finger pulls. This is good for loosening up our forearms and then also kind of our upper arm as well. Now finally, we're going to end it with a forward fold. Just reach down and try to touch those toes. And we're just going to hold it here until that timer ticks out. All right, so let's get our Bowflex all racked up here. And I've got a few different weight settings for today's routine. For kind of the lightweight setting, I would say 50 pounds today. A medium setting, I would probably go 80 pounds, and a heavy setting, probably around 100 pounds. And I might be going with a heavy setting today. I've actually got a little bit more through my elastic band upgrade, which if you need more resistance for your Bowflex, I'll have a link to that video in the description. And that's a really inexpensive way to upgrade the resistance of your machine without having to buy additional power rods. But anyway, so 50, 80, 100, that is what I'd recommend. Now this routine, we're gonna be leaning forward and doing a few other things, and that's why we're going maybe a little bit heavier than you're used to. So our first lift here today is gonna be a leaning decline press. And for this, you're gonna put these handles underneath your arms, and then you're going to lean forward just a little bit, and then we're going to press the weight down towards the ground just like this. And here we go. So I'm not going straight down. I got a little bit of an angle here. And so we're working our chest and our triceps with this motion. I want you to exhale as you're pressing the weight down towards the ground here. All right, very nice. All right, so our next lift is going to continue working out our chest, and we're going to be kind of in the same position here, and we're going to do a chest fly. And for this, you're going to be grabbing each handle, and this time your palms are over the handles, and then you're going to lean forward a bit here, and then you're going to bring the weight together in front of your chest just like this. Now, you don't necessarily need the handles to tap in front of you. Some people will tap them. I like leaving about 6 inches or so between the handles here as I do this. And if you have a very heavy weight setting here, you might be having a hard time with kind of getting your feet in position and getting nice and stable. You know, kind of, try a few different things to find, what works for you. So our next exercise we're going to do here is a little bit different. It's going to be a quarter shoulder fly here. So for this, I've got my left hand on the handle here. So this is the outer one, and my right hand is grabbing the tower. And then I'm just going to be bringing this weight down here. And so I've got my hand over the handle, and I'm only bringing the weight down a little bit past, 90 degrees here. So I'm doing like a quarter circle motion here. Now this might not be the hardest exercise for you, and this is just, think of that is kind of a really nice stretch and strengthener for your shoulder. You might not be, that might not be the most challenging of lifts there, but that's okay. We've got, 7 other exercises. This is a great mobility one, prevent getting a frozen shoulder in old age, or, maybe strengthen up prevent dislocations in your shoulder, stuff like that. So we're going to switch to that other side here. Again, quarter. We're just doing a quarter of a circle here. We got 10 more seconds. All right, next we can keep holding onto that handle, and we're going to grab the other handle. So we're going to be crossing over our hands in front of us, and now we're going to sit down on the bench. And you can do whatever you want with your feet here. I like having mine up, kind of touching this crossbar here. And then we're going to do a high cross row, just like this here, where we're pulling these handles down to our opposite shoulder. And if your Bowflex is rocking around a little bit, you can get maybe a little bit closer to the tower. That might be because you have a lot of weight on it. Mine's got a little bit of a rock, but it still feels pretty stable. And you should be feeling those shoulder blades squeeze as you pull this weight down. All right, so now we're gonna spin around and we're gonna do something just like what we started out with. We started with a leaning decline press. This is just gonna be a leaning chest press. And for this, I'm gonna have my hands over the handles, and I might be leaning forward, and then I might just press this weight out in front of me. Just like that. All right, here we go. And the further you lean, the more resistance you generally can get. We got 10 more seconds here. All right, next, we're gonna then flip our hand, or pull our hands over the handles just like this. And we're gonna do a tricep pushdown. And for this, you're basically gonna sit down, except I like to hover just a little bit, and then you're gonna press the handles down towards your thighs, just like that. All right, so let's get our press down going. And you can try two different grips here. There's the hammer grip, which is like you're holding the hammer, or the normal grip, which just turn it 90 degrees. All right, so next we've got our kneeling cable crunch, and for this, we're gonna spin around and we're gonna be kind of facing the tower here. Then we're gonna kneel down on our bench here. And for the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our handles like we just completed a bicep curl, lean forward, and you're gonna put those behind your head. And now you're just gonna bring your elbows and your body in towards your knees. And as you come out, I want you to overextend your back just a little bit, just like this. So we're bringing those knees in, or those elbows towards those knees, and then arch out. And add a little more difficulty too. You can keep it contracted for just a second. Bring those elbows in. Come on. All right, next, we're gonna then pull the handle out and lift your bench up, and we're gonna bring it into this angled position here. So we got our bench at the nice angled spot, and this is gonna be our only exercise like this. Then we're gonna grab our handles like this here, drop down, and then we're gonna bring your elbows down towards your knees in this high crunch motion here. All right, so here we go. And crunch. 10 more seconds until break time. And then release. So that is a full circuit there. We got a 1 minute break. First thing I'm going to do is get my bench back in the flat position. Then I'm going to get a drink of water, and then we're coming back for some decline press in 38 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and get in position. Again, for decline press, you're going to want to have your hands over the handles just like this. And then we're going to be leaning forward a bit. Another thing you can do too, if the weight is really pulling you up, is try to brace your knees on the bench to help stay stable here. All right, so here we go with some decline press. Stay in control. All right, so our next lift after that is our chest fly. So for this one, you're going to grab those handles again, except this time you're going to have kind of your palm underneath the handle. And again, you can kind of brace onto the seat or lean forward, however, you find works for you. And then we're going to fly and pull these handles together. Ten more seconds. All right, well done. And now we're moving over to our quarter shoulder fly. So again, you're going to be grabbing this handle here. I have my palm underneath the handle. Then I'm going to have one hand on the tower. And I'm just doing this quarter fly rotation here. So join me here in 3, 2, 1, quarter flies. Exhale as those power rods bend. Inhale as you release. All right, 30 seconds of rest here. And we're just going to switch to our other side. Now, this is going to be our last quarter fly. We're going to be dropping it out of that final circuit. So we get to 25 by going 9 sets, 9 sets, 7 sets. And this is what's cutting out at the end. All right, quarter fly time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let your arm go all the way back. So it's basically, we're almost straight up and down to get that full stretch and range of motion here. All right, nice. Cross, high row coming up here. Opposite handle, so you're crossing your arms. Then we're going to sit down, put those feet up, And then we're going to row in 10 seconds. All right, you got this. Bring those handles down to your chest or shoulders, and then release. Do this nice and smooth. Don't go too fast. All right, now we're standing back up and we're gonna be doing another set of leaning chest press. And by the way, we're over halfway done with this routine at this point. Good work so far. If you made it this far, you gotta finish this with me. No quitting at halftime. All right, so for chest press again, brace yourself, pressing forward. Exhale as you press down. All right, good work. Next, we've got our tricep press down. Bring those hands over the handles, and then we're going to start hovering in a moment and pressing that weight down towards our thighs. All right, let's sit and hover, and now let's press down. Let's go. This one's tough. You got 2 more sets after this before break time. Coming out of our tricep press down into our kneeling cable crunch again. So we've got our knees on our bench, and we're going to grab our handles like we just completed a bicep curl. And now we're going to lean forward, kind of with those handles at the back of our head, and then you're going to crunch all the way in, those elbows in towards those knees, your head down towards the bench. Here we go. Everybody join me now. Cable crunches, let's go. When you do these, let your back extend all the way up, so you're doing a full range of motion here. We've got to hurry up and move our bench to the angled position. Just pull that handle right out. Now when you pull that handle, don't twist, just pull it straight out, and that's going to help it lock as soon as it finds its next spot. We're just going to grab these handles and plant those feet, so then you can just bring those elbows right down to your knees. Now, if you're struggling to do this exercise for some reason, you could do maybe some crunches or some sit-ups instead. This is kind of a resisted crunch here. And we got our 1-minute break into our final set. Final set's only 7 sets. I think I said that wrong. Final circuit's only 7 sets. Let's grab some water and get ready for that last one. Whew. It is awfully hot in here. I hope you're getting as much of a burn and a sweat as I am. Hope you're enjoying this routine. And our first exercise of that last set is going to be our decline press. So you want those palms underneath those handles, and then you're going to be leaning forward, and then you're going to be pressing down, not quite straight down, not straight out, somewhere in the middle. You got 10 more seconds. Come on. All right. Chest fly up next. We've only got 6 more sets. You're 75% of the way done. All right, let's get ready to fly. Lean forward. And now let's bring those handles together. All right, there we go. Next, we're spinning around, and then we're going to cross our hands over with a nice set of high cross row. All right, pull those handles right down to your chest. All right, chest press. Then we got our tricep pushdown and 2 sets of abs, and then we can call it. So let's get in position for that chest press. Palms underneath those handles. And we're going to be leaning forward and pressing down here. Let's go. In terms of the angle on this one, I like to think of this as straight out, so kind of perpendicular to your body. Almost there. One more set on your arms. And that's our tricep pushdown. All right, so let's bring our hands over those handles. Let's get ready. And now let's hover and press. 30 more seconds of arms. That was your final set of arms, chest back. We got 2 more sets of ab work. We're going into our kneeling cable crunch again. All right, so I'm again kneeling on my bench, holding the handles like I just did some bicep curls. And then we're gonna get in this ankle position, kind of leaning back a little bit. Bring those knees in, and then overextend your back. You got this. 15 more seconds of the set. And then you got only 1 set left. All right, final set coming up, where I move our bench back to that angle position. Pull straight out. Got our bench in that angle position. Sitting down, grabbing those handles. And we're gonna start crunching here. All right, high crunch, let's end this strong. "15 seconds left. All right, way to go. Before we wrap, don't forget to remove your power rods from tension, and we'll wrap them up with something. I got a bungee cord I like using to keep our power rods going straight up and down, so then they can stay nice and strong just like you. So great job. I wish I could give all of you that finished a thumbs up. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you made it through the whole routine. And as always, be good to yourself, be good to others, and thank you for watching.